Hey all, it's Tina. It is day 8, 1 full week from when I had surgery. Yeah. So today I had my tubes out, and some people have to keep them in for up to 2 weeks, so I was excited to get them all out today. I was draining nearly nothing, so I figured I would go over a little bit about what happened today at my doctor's appointment. So the drainage tubes are kind of coming out of my lower pelvic area, underneath my scarring, below my C-section scar, so you get the drift down yonder. So I had 4 tubes coming out of that area, and I took off my girdle, and my nurse stripped the lining a few times in each one, and then she asked me which one hurt the most, because one of them was giving me this burning sensation sometimes when I stripped it. It was kind of like this, feeling, and told me to breathe in, take some good deep breaths, and she went at it. I don't know how fast. I just kept my eyes closed, but she went for it, and I took another deep breath, and she went for it, and every time I took a deep breath, she just pulled it out. So it took about 3 deep breaths to get the ones out from my back. They were probably the worst. The way I describe it is like a worm that does not want to come out is trapped back there, and they have to just get it out, and as it's coming out, it just kind of, and it burns. So if my facial expressions aren't enough for you, here you go. That's how it went down. I did get a little like flustered and lightheaded and dizzy. I'm not good at these things anyway, but it was just the thought of it coming out and the feeling of it coming out. Once it was out, I was like, okay, how long does this last now? Because it left a little weird, tingly, painish feeling afterwards. And the ones that were in the front, they were quick and easy. It was like, okay, ready, boop, done. And then, so she went difficult one, easy one, difficult one. And then my surgeon came in, checked everything out. They changed some of the bandages in the back. So basically, I just have steri strips now on my scar, and in 48 hours, I can shower. So the steri strips that are now on, they're all still there, but the ones in the back were kind of falling off and getting a little gross. They pulled those off. They said it was common because of where it all meets up, right above your bum crack, like on your tush. You're constantly laying there. You're laying there during the day. Going to the bathroom puts some strain on it, and it's a area that collects moisture, but also is just constant pressure on it. So it is a little bit more sensitive, and she said it's very superficial and it'll be fine, because I was a little worried. I was like, it's like bleeding a little bit. Is it getting pussy? Is it getting gross? I don't know. I can't really see. I keep looking as much as I can. I just try to keep it dry as possible and take care of it as much as possible. So they did replace the steri strips. They brought some extra steri strips, so I took some from the office. My friend and I totally wanted to keep the lovely little grenades and the strings, and we were like, ooh, we could use them for Halloween costume. But after they came out, I was like, I don't want anything to do with them. Like, keep them over there, keep them away from me, like, ugh. So, as you can tell, I'm back into pretty much my regular character, I would say. Although today, that was really frustrating, annoying. On the way back, me and my mom stopped at our favorite restaurant to get lunch. And I don't know, I could probably say I'm feeling pretty good. I did take some pain medicine right before I went. I am cutting it down to 1 pain pill and a Tylenol. Maybe once in like the morning, and then once in the evening this week, seeing how I do. And then next week I go back to work full time next Tuesday, So what I'm hoping to do is be able to go back full time, and then in the afternoon and the evening when I get home, just kind of crash, relax, take some meds, and zonk out for the night, and get up and repeat. The good thing is work Tuesday, there's no kids there, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there's school. But yeah, so that's my update so far. Where they did take out the tubing, there is some still, some discharge and stuff coming out. Hopefully, that will continue to drain a little bit, but not too much. And I have a pad, like a very thick, almost like menstrual pad there, but it's definitely a medical pad to collect any drainage. And if it's bad, I have to go back in and get a stitch to stitch those up. But basically, they kind of heal on their own, and it is an open wound for the body to, I have to keep it nice and clean and stuff because it is open to infection, but also open to that drainage for the rest of the stuff to just kind of go naturally on its own. So that's good. I should be back up and running and driving next week and showering within the next day and a half, 2 days. The countdown is on. I thought I had to cover up my whole scar, but no, running water over it is okay. The numbness that I feel, I am pretty much, it's a weird sensitive feeling that makes me skeeve when I touch it, because if I touch here I can kind of feel around, but this whole area is just pretty numb. This I can feel, this is good, but this whole area is just very, very sore and numb, and that's because they did go up to here and pull everything down, but this is where they did a lot of work. So right here is where most numb, and then on my tush side, because they did all that. Over on this side, they pulled up from about here, they went down to here and pulled this up. So there's a little numbness, but not so bad in this area. The worst place to touch is right here, and I'm still just very, very swollen. Actually, I need to go put some ice on it. I haven't really been doing too much ice. Number one key, still, I say in every video, is make sure that you're super healthy before you go in for this surgery. Make sure you are physically fit and that you are going to the gym or working out at home or whatever you're doing. Otherwise, your recovery time is just going to be horrible and really difficult. Because I was so physically fit beforehand, recovery has been really pretty easy for me.